We're going on Hot Rod Power Tour, baby. 2025 dates have finally been announced. I don't know if I'm taking that one, this one, maybe this thing, this one, or maybe even this one. I might even be able to get this one done before we go, and my lady can come play too. And it looks like this year is going to be another Midwestern one, so no more deep south heat and humidity. We're going to keep it in the Midwest, which is probably going to be just as hot and humid. So stop complaining about the venues. I'll go over that in just a minute, but I also want to talk about, to me, something that's really important is going to be, what do you all want to see from your Hot Rod Power Tour coverage from me and from other YouTubers? I want to talk about it. I want your input on it. Give me just a second. I need to shut the shop down and we'll talk at my desk. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I'm sure you all have seen some sort of posts as far as where we're going. I think it's probably pretty finalized at this point, and one of my good friends, Doug, has just made his platinum purchase to be able to go on Hot Rod Power Tour as a platinum member. So I think we've got this pretty well nailed down. I don't want to get too far into the specifics, but it looks like we're probably starting out in Indy, which would make sense because that's where we finished last year. And typically speaking in history, it does try to start the next year where the last year ended up. So we're probably going to start in Indy. Looks like we're headed to Joliet, Illinois, which is going to be a raceway. So we're going to have Raceway. Then we're going to have, looks like Fort Wayne, Indiana, Monroe County Fairgrounds in Monroe, Michigan, and then it ended up back at Norwalk in Ohio, which I'm in Central Ohio and I'm totally fine with. But more importantly to me is not necessarily the venues and the situation about where we're going to be. It's what we're going to do on our way there and what we do when we finally get there. Now, let me talk to you a little bit. If you've never been on Hot Rod Power Tour, it's not really about where you're going. It's about how you get there and the people you share the experience with along the way. Hot Rod Power Tour is a traveling circus. There's going to be, I don't know, somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 other hot rod idiots that are out there on the roads with you guys doing the same kind of thing. They're on their way from point A to point B, and they're going to enjoy a lot of things along the way. And that's really what Hot Rod Power Tour is about. It's about enjoying the highways and byways and small towns of America in the old, slow down and enjoy yourself kind of way of life, versus just jump on the interstate and bomb your way there. Now, you can certainly jump on the interstate and bomb your way there. I've certainly been guilty of that myself a number of times. And as a YouTuber, I do typically tend to run my nights kind of late and my mornings kind of late. So a lot of times I've got to use the interstates to be able to make up time to get there. But a lot of the Hot Rod Power Tour experience is the actual experience of going on the Power Tour. Shutting down small towns in a gigantic traffic jam when we try to push 5,000 cars through a blinking red light or a four-way stop sign. All of those experiences are what Hot Rod Power Tour is all about. Yes, it's very fun to be able to take your hot rod out. Yes, you now have officially got about 6 months to get your hot rod done, so probably start working on it at this point in time. But it's really just about the people that you're going to meet. It's about the hotel parties. It's about the meeting at gas stations and diners all over the place and all of the little things that you get to do along the way. Slow down, relax, and enjoy yourself. Yes, there is invariably going to be drama with traffic. Yes, there's invariably going to be a problem with getting into venues. It's just a part of the process. As somebody who's been doing this for a couple of years now, I promise you, there's going to be headaches. But just kind of try as best you can to take it in stride and not let it get to you. But what I really want to talk about, like I said, it's not necessarily the venues, but it's what you can do at the venues. Yes, you can go drag racing. There are definitely going to be venues that we can drag race at. Norwalk you can drag race at. The Indy event you're going to be able to drag race at. And I believe the other one that's in Joliet you'll be able to drag race at. But a lot of people don't tend to do that. They just want to kind of go and hang out and socialize and meet people. That's where I want to talk about what I want to talk about today. Where do you guys want the YouTubers to hang out? Or do you even care? I have noticed over the years that a lot of the people that show up at these events are there because of us YouTubers. I will include myself in that because quite a few people watch my YouTube content on the Lucor channel on Hot Rod Power Tour. It's something we're very well known for. So what I'm curious about this year is, do you want to have some sort of a hangout area or I don't know. Do you want to have like a centralized area where YouTubers can just kind of hang out And people that want to meet those YouTubers can come hang out. In the past, I have done stuff where I have been in booths for different companies to be able to promote whatever it is product-wise. I did that with DEI a couple of years back. Had a great time with it. And a lot of people love to just kind of come up and BS with you and have a good time, because it's a great opportunity for you folks who watch the stupid shit we do on the internet to come up and truly meet us and shake hands and, you know, have an experience with us. And I'm really genuinely curious, would it be something that you guys are interested in if we kind of made a centralized location where some YouTubers could decide to hang out and, you know, spend the week? Now, keep in mind, we do also spend our own money to go on Power Tour. As far as I know, almost all of us pay our own way to go on this. We're paying for our own fuel, our own hotels, our own cars, all that kind of stuff. So we're not being paid by Hot Rod to be there. But it is a really great way for us to be able to interact with the people that watch our stuff and to say thank you for watching our stuff and helping us do the things that we do, because we get to do what we do because you watch. You watch the ads that are on our videos. We make revenue off that, or you buy our hats and shirts and whatever it is. And that pays for us to be able to do that. So we wouldn't be doing what we're doing if it wasn't for you. And I know that in the past, there's definitely been some situations where YouTubers have kind of tried to kind of get together in a certain area or something like that. But I want to ask you guys that are out there, do you want something like that where we are kind of, and I'll use the term we because, again, I do a lot of coverage of this, where we have kind of a centralized location or like a pop-up tent that's labeled with a big YouTube flag on it, so you guys can find us more easily if you wanted to come up and talk to us. I have a lot of YouTubers that are in my circle, and I don't know how many of you guys that watch this stuff would be interested in this kind of thing, where we just kind of set up camp and hang out for the rest of the day and just kind of talk to folks and share experiences. Is that something that's interesting to you guys or not? I was thinking about maybe doing it like as an official booth inside of the Power Tour thing, but that's a lot of money and I'm not selling anything. So I would just be spending money for no extra particular reason other than to have a centralized location to hang out in the show. And I don't think I'm quite at that level of baller at this point in time that I'm willing to just spend a couple $1,000 to do that. But I would totally be cool with setting up maybe like a pop-up tent out in the yards or in the general parking area where people can just kind of walk up and hang out and have a good time with us. I will be doing long haul again this year. I have no idea what I'm going to be driving. It's January, and I don't usually figure that out until a week or two before Power Tour. I've got a lot of projects to get done, probably like most of you guys, over the next couple of months. So that's really going to be up in the air at this point in time. I have a lot of great ideas. It's just a matter of what I can get done between myself and everything else that's going on in my world, what I can get ready to go and reliable for Power Tour. Especially if it's a Midwestern one, that makes it a little bit easier on me. And, you know, I can maybe be a little bit more dangerous about what I want to take. But we'll figure that out as we go on through the thing. But what I really wanted to ask you guys was, where do you want us? What do you care? I know that there's a bunch of people that are out there that scream and complain about the YouTubers kind of taking over Power Tour. Would you prefer that we don't? Would you prefer that we kind of keep our heads down and we don't make a big thing of it? Or would you like a centralized location for us to kind of just hang out and you guys to come over and say hi? Also, if you happen to be an automotive YouTuber, chime in. Let me know what you think. I would truly appreciate your information, because otherwise it's just going to be me sitting in a tent hoping people come up and talk to me, which is fine. Anyways, guys, I truly do appreciate you here. I'm very, very excited to be out there on Hot Rod Power Tour 2025 with all of you crazy hot rod folks. Let me know what you guys are planning on driving. Let me know what you're still working on or you haven't even figured out yet. Are you going to be one of those people that buys something right before you go and you're going to just kind of chance it along the way, which is interesting. I will put it that way. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I truly do appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.